everyone, I will explain about demand and supplies. First, I will explain about demand. Demand is number of goods or services that consumer want and can afford to meet their need at varying price level and at certain times in the market. Level of demand. If the price increases, the quantity of goods demanded decreases. And if the price falls, the quantity of goods demanded will increases. Next, type of demand. There are three types of demand. 1. Effective demand. Effective demand is the condition when someone wants to buy a good or services and is able to buy it. 2. Potential demand. Potential demand is a condition for someone to buy a good or services, but it has not been implemented. 3. Absolute demand. Absolute demand is the condition that someone want to buy a good or services, but is unable to buy it. What are the factors that affect the up and downs of demand? Factors affecting the up and downs of demand. 1. The price of goods and service. 2. Community income. 3. Consumer tester. 4. Intensity of consumer need. 5. Prediction of economic condition. 6. Total population. This is an example of a demand curve shifting to the right. The reason is that people income increases, consumer appetite increases, the population increases, price expectation will increases, the use value of good increases, the price of substituted and complementary good increases. The result is that the amount of good or services increases while price are assumed to be fixed. This is an example of a demand curve shifting to the left. The reason is that people income has decreases, consumer appetite has decreases, the population is reduced, price expectation will fall, the use value of good has decreases, price of substituted and complementary good have fallen. As a result, the quantity of goods and services demanded decreases, while the price is assumed to be fixed. Next, I will explain about supply. Supply is the quantity of goods or services to be sold or offered by producer at varying price level. The level of supply. If the price of a good rises, then supply increases. And if the price fall, then the supply fall. Factors that affect the up and down of supply. 1. Production cost. 2. Technology. 3. The number of manufacturers. 4. The price of the good. 5. Taxes and subsidy. This is an example of the supplies curve shifting to the right. The reason is that production costs fall, technology becomes more sophisticated, the number of producer increases, the price desired by producer increases, taxes go down, and subsidy increases. As a result, the number of goods or services offered increases, while the price of goods or services is assumed to be fixed. This is an example of the supply curve shifting to the left. The reason for this are that production costs go up, technology declines, the number of producer decreases, the profit desired by producer fall, taxes rise, and subsistence. The result is that the number of goods and services offered decreases, while the price of goods or services is assumed to be fixed. So, my explanation about supply and demand. Thank you.